Alrighty, Team Existence here, and for those of you who might have watched a video that I put up a few weeks back, it was called It's a Sign. I'm almost positive it was the one about the great horned owl, the juvenile great horned owl that had come and flown up on top of this perch at Papago Park that was like good 80 to 100 feet up. Really neat little story, so go back and check that out. And I should be able to link a description in the description box. I need to figure out how to do that because I always talk about all these other videos. Oh, anyway, so I went back a few weeks and I'm sitting up there watching a sunset, and I look down and I see an owl pellet, and I'm like, I wonder who left that. So today's video is what's inside an owl pellet. So we're gonna go over to my cute little scientific story, whatever little library that I've got set up in the kitchen. And what you need for exploring an owl pellet is some gloves, which I obviously don't, but I'm hardcore, so whatever. Some tweezers, paper towel, and a good surface area to work with. And also, what's inside of an owl pellet? Well, think about it. Owls eat rodents, they eat bugs, different small animals at nighttime. And what happens is that they consume these animals, sometimes whole, sometimes in pieces, and their stomach acids aren't able to digest the hairs, the bones, the bug shells, and all that stuff. So what they do is they shoot out whatever liquid from their little cute little cloaca thing down there, and then the rest is just spat up. And usually you'll find that kind of stuff, owl pellets, near the bottom of a tall tree, a tall structure of some sort, or I happen to be on top of a huge cliff face and all that stuff. So with that being said, let's go into the other room. And all of a sudden, just like that, here we are at the my little science lab that I've got set up. So as you can see, here is our cute little owl pellet, and this one is actually relatively small, so it looks like it had a little rodent. There's a little bone. So typically, if you're not comfortable, get a long pair of tweezers like this, or some tweezers like this to work with. But as you can see, I'm going to use this little guy right here. Look at this cool little bone right here. That is pretty neat. So I'm going to put that to the side over here. And as you can see, it looks like this little guy had a bug of some sort, because I'm noticing some bug shell. And then upon further exploration, you can see that this is fur. So I'm thinking that this was probably either a house mouse, which is a typical mouse that hangs out in the desert area, or possibly a kangaroo rat, which I'm thinking this is too small for that. So, and then essentially what you do is you just gently take it apart like this. Yeah, so there's a lot of fur in here. Holy cow. Look at this. And it doesn't really have much of a smell to it, so if you guys think that it's like it didn't come out from the other end. So look at this beautiful long bone we've got right here. It's pretty amazing. And I'm curious about this darker area right here. I'm wondering what kind of bug was this that this little guy consumed. My first guess was maybe like a cockroach or something like that. Not quite sure. I'm gonna put that there for now. Oh, we've got a massive jaw top right over here that I'm pulling out on this side. As you can see right here, there's the, let me use this guy. There's the teeth right here. This is the top of the mandible, or maybe the bottom. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out here in just a moment. And by the way, this is the first time I've ever actually opened up a owl pellet because I've never had the opportunity of finding one. So this is like really, 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 really cool and special. So we've got some bone here. All right, let's see. What was this part of? Look at that beautiful... Oh, and the tooth fell out. Oh, well. So this is actually looking like this was probably the top of a jaw. Hold that like so, up to the camera. Let's see if we can get a good zoom. Let me get into a clean area like that. It's kind of cool. Some more bone there. Lots of fur. This is a bug for sure. This was a bug. This is definitely something else. And you know what? I think by judging by the darker shades, this could be actually a kangaroo rat. I would need to find out what are the more species that live in the Papago Park area. We got a rib bone right here. Put that to the side like that. That's kind of cool. Oh, we got a big bone here. Not quite familiar with the. Oh yeah, this was some form of bug because look at these legs from this thing. Here's some more parts of this bug. Boy, this was a big guy. Maybe a cicada? That's very interesting. We've got some more teeth over here. Got another bone. Huh. So we got a bug over yonder. And, oh, there's another bone. I'm thinking this is part of the end of the tail over here. But I'm going to... Ooh, that's very interesting. That's the leg of the bug right there. I was hoping to find the front teeth of this guy, because that could tell you a lot about what you're exploring. But lots of bone. Boy, fascinating. And as weird as this might sound, I know this sounds really bizarre, but this actually smells like a mouse, like a furry. It smells like here's part of a tooth right here. It's part of the tooth right there. But it does, yeah. It's very interesting. It is not like a dirty. There's still some tendon connected to that. That's very interesting. Here's some more bone. Oh, we got another cute little bone there. Let's keep the bug separate from... Got a large bone right here. Wow. But anyways, so I thought that this was interesting to explore. Here's a big part of the tooth and all that. Yeah, I say it's between a house mouse and a kangaroo rat. Those guys can be pretty small, so... But yeah, so essentially that's what you get inside of an owl pellet. So you generally, like I said, you get a lot of fur. And you get your bone. Sometimes you get jawbone. And obviously this is a desert pellet. The ones that you find in the northern areas where the mammals are a lot larger, you get far larger pellets, and they're like dark black. And then of course part of the owl's diet is again bugs. So I'm thinking that this must have been some form of beetle or cicada. But there could have been a couple of bugs that it got prior to getting the mouse. Because I'm seeing two different leg types in here. So that's very interesting. So, All right, well, on that bombshell, thanks for exploring what's inside of an owl pellet. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do anything more like this. And thanks a whole bunch, guys. Be safe. Peace.